Slice of Warp Torio Life in Warp Zone 15, and we also just got here, so let's go and plug everything in. And this is, as you can tell, a whole lot easier than it used to be, because yeah, we've got the fluid handling, we've got water here, we've also got 4 more tanks downstairs, the power grid is downstairs, everything is already working, the labs are also downstairs, so we can just go and pick a tick, and we got through quite a lot of stuff. We pushed through quite a lot of standard red-green stuff. We've now got all of these warp platforms, but we haven't actually done anything with all of them yet. We got the concrete-related warp platform upgrade, which is why we've now got kind of I think this is 2 extensions worth of stuff. I haven't actually pushed up my perimeter yet. Oh well. We got oil processing, because I haven't seen a lot of maps. Like, I haven't seen a whole lot of accessible oil, but I kind of want to be able to get some pump jacks and just like not less speculatively, more opportunistically, throw down some pump jacks, have some oil to do something with if I want to. Also got a whole pile of mining productivity, because this is also in the mod at red and green science, so yeah, let's have mining productivity. And speaking of which, now that the base is fully connected again, this is actually like a really lucky place. Like, these were lined up based on this pump going into the pipe, and then the mod just decided that we could have some water there for... In fact, can I... If these will stay beyond the warp and turn into maybe the drilling well pumps, those could be our water solution solved basically forever. So yeah, this harvester platform is also quite a bit different now. We've got a thing where we can put 2 belts of stuff in. We're smelting some stuff on the outside, hopefully, and we can just get, yeah, a bunch of mining drills. And where do we start this? Is this one going to be... That one's not going to be super high value, is it? And we can also just take power from the harvester, which, given it's the engineer, is probably exactly the... how many is that actually? 9? I don't really want more than 7. On either side. Yeah. Yeah, the harvester is probably exactly the existential catastrophe that it sounds like, because the engineer almost never does anything good, especially as this is teleporting. This is probably just a hole in space-time that, yeah, through which resources are being fed. So we can have a lot of coal on this one, which is nice. And then let's also get down some patch grenades, which can go, I guess, from the looks of things, here. Did I not actually... I didn't actually select a tick after all of that. Hilarious. Yeah, because one of the other things I was looking at is, yeah, we went through oil processing to be able to do a thing, and then I noticed that if we go through sulfur, we get another warp factory floor upgrade. So sulfur is the thing we want to do. We need these upgraded buildings because we've got to deal with the quite absurd rate of mining productivity coming out, and that's also one of the reasons why this stuff is kind of here, because I found quite often I wanted iron nearby if I'm making bullets or something like that. Or speaking of which, we should probably put some defense, I don't know, somewhere. And yeah, let's also throw down a bunch of these, because stone for walls is a good thing, and the mining productivity at this point is such that I actually reckon I can get away with, not just get away with, like, it's going to be better to do 1-to-1 because I've got 100% productivity. So that's kind of what these boxes of coal here are for as well, and for refueling all of these furnaces. And then also all of these are also nominally hand-fed, because I don't know if I'm going to have coal here either. But also all of these furnaces are also just hand-fed, which is... yeah, a lot more iron, and then when this fills up, these things will stop, but also when these boxes fill up, coal will also wander through here, through this splitter, into this nice little trick of heading into the boiler area, where we have, yeah, the boiler that we kind of talked about. Let's just put some of that here. And we've got Do I have? I have one of these. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we've now got the boilers downstairs, which is nice. These are side-loaded here to make sure that the stuff coming through is used before the buffer is being used. And also, there's only 10 of these things anyway, so we're not using more than half of the coal. It's fine. Yeah, let's go and plug in some more mining and also get some more of this stuff out of these furnaces because they're still all disastrously hand-fed. Oh, and put some more defenses down over here, I guess. How many, yeah, I've got a lot of bullets, but I've got other plans for bullets as well. And then, yeah, these guys are, even though they're burner mining drills, because of the mining productivity, they're kind of cruising through stuff now. So yeah, so let's also do patch grenade things. This is still just a lot of, I mean, you can tell by the way this is still not pushed out. A lot of this stuff is just kind of half done and kind of all over the place. Oh well. That's also more than 7 mining drills, isn't it? Yeah. And I definitely don't need more than 7 here, because that's going to be nearly a full belt with the mining productivity. And sulfur is done. There was a warp factory floor upgrade, which is next. And yeah, this belt can actually just run in there, because we've set some stuff up behind there as well. I think we saw that last time. But the thing that's new is... let's get that rock out of the way, because I would rather have all of this coal mining. Oh, there's a base here. I think I should probably push that with some degree of haste, because it's close enough that it's going to be very angry with me. What's going on here? Whatever. Okay, so we've got a lot of belt, which is good. We need the belt. We're actually doing belt things now, because we're pushing things into these turrets. Okay, let's go and realize we don't have coal. I'm pretty sure I put coal over here. Yeah, because we got to go and deal with because these guys are so close. These guys are going to generate so many enemies that I don't want to deal with. Oh, there's another base behind as well. Okay, yeah, especially on a desert world, because it's only a couple of bases. The amount of Evo we're giving up is not much, but having to deal with all of these attacks is a thing I would rather not do. Also, all of these are still small. So, like, they're all... There's a lot of this armored biter snapper stuff going on, but I kind of want them to run at me so I can just grenade their base and them at the same time, which is nice. So yeah, so now we run away from that, which is fine. And all this mining that's going downstairs, let's actually have a look at where it's going. Because this is also, I think probably also a teleporter. Like I'm thinking about, I've called this, like, I was going to leave a space so we could run down tonight. Oh well, we're just going the wrong way down this. Yeah, I was thinking about this in terms of like a machine cave, but I'm not sure whether I want to think about the machine cave being underground. I don't think it is. I think it's just in a strange, different warp space, as is the way with strange warp things. Like this is just a teleporter that pokes a hole in the universe. That's fine. I think my headcanon is when I've got buildings like this that lead into the machine core, the entire machine core is actually physically inside this building, and also physically inside this building. And you might ask, doesn't that give us strange nested loops? And the answer is yes. And the other part of that is this, yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff to talk about here. All of this darkness is in fact, like I was thinking this was underground. I've changed my mind about this. I don't think I want to consider that underground. I think I want to consider it deep in something like the warp, but also literally just meat that your brain blocks out the images of because it's kind of horrifying. Yeah, and so we've got kind of an Annihilation versus Revelation space versus House of Leaves thing going on, but it's fine. So yeah, so the ore we collect hemorrhages through an injury in the fabric of space-time onto these belts, where we are caching anything we're not using, and then doing a kind of chaos mix smelt of all of this. We've got places where the coal is pulled off because all of these are still hand-fed, and we've got other places where the coal comes off. So this top half is pretty structured. We should put more in here as well. We'll talk about the rest of this first. Yeah, and then the middle section here is These are, yeah, 3 belts of stuff going in, red and green signs, pulling stuff off the outside belts, putting stuff on the middle belt, and then belt weaved with kind of an overflow belt of iron, which I'm not sure what I'm doing with yet, because I think I want things I'm not super happy with yet. This whole buffer thing in the middle is kind of awful, but maybe we're doing this anyway. Maybe it's just going to stay like that, because I think I want to make maul and chips from this iron and copper, but also we're not always going to have iron and copper here, which is why these buffers are here, which is why these buffers are here. We're not always going to be able to connect, yeah, we're not always going to be able to connect the materials we want to those towers. And also, I don't know, yeah, I haven't, so I've got to have, yeah, decided there wasn't enough space to make circuits and more cogs and belts and inserters here, so we've got to put those in here somehow. I haven't figured out, or at least haven't decided how to do that yet. Do you need anything else? Not really. So then there's also all of this hand-fed stuff over here, which is also a pretty good way of getting stuff going fast. Those are not the belts those should have been going on. I think we're going to have a bit of a problem there, but I think that's also fine. I think we just solve that by making things worse, because the plan here is this chest will have red, this chest will have green. We now have to filter things off the wrong sides, but that's okay. But yeah, I wanted to jam as many labs as I could in here to do stuff, and this is a pattern that I ended up pretty happy with. Yeah, it's kind of this tiling six lab pattern, with like the undergrounds going through, which I thought needed to be long to get this power pole in here to power these inserters, because yeah, these inserters here, there's really, like, all the space around is kind of used. I realized later I didn't have to have long-handed here. I could have moved this one, yeah, I could have moved this one down here and had power poles here powering everything. Didn't do that, never mind. Why do you not have... Is that was only ever a ghost? Okay, so I actually need more of that there. But yeah, this is I think the lab setup we're going to stay with until we need more than 4 sciences, because I mean that's hand-fed and awful, but oh well. What other techs do we want? I mean, harvester floor size with this. I mean, I guess there's still all of this stuff going into the prod mods and the modular armor and stuff like that as well. There's also the warp reactor. I guess we get this. Going to be useful. It also goes really fast. Okay, sure. So yeah, and then I guess we go immediately into more bullet damage, because I'm still kind of concerned about that. Where is the more bullet damage? There is the more bullet damage. Yeah, especially as we're still fighting smalls at this point, and I kind of need to, yeah, because I've been looking at this clock, which is now 10 minutes back. I need to still be looking at this clock to judge when we're at risk. But yeah, came up with this kind of thing. This kind of box setup here will let me, all these things are in the way, and yeah, I've got space for this, so we don't actually need these things at all now, because all of that is in different places, and this can go in here and, you know, fine, whatever. Give me a bunch of copper and a bunch of steel, because actually no, we're going to do that later. The first thing we're going to do is going to put more mining over here, because we can. We should also probably put some more defense over here, but the thing we can do is that was more than 7 again, wasn't it? Oh well, never mind. Yeah, this, because of the way those are set up, I actually want some, not huge amount of coal, but some amount of coal running that way, and then I also want more iron, because these things are, yeah, it's kind of weird. We're kind of leaning into the chaos, which is not a great thing when we have decided that this entire warp scenario is about a chasm in reality through which the platform may or may not be its own sentient entity, which has plans of its own, of which we may or may not be complicit. We're just gonna, yeah, this is this feels pretty bad. Okay, we're gonna have some more of those. We're gonna make a bunch of cogs. I hope I don't need to handcraft anything else. Oh, I do need to handcraft other things, don't I? I did also want pump jacks if I'm gonna do the. Hey, I've got oil research. I should probably do the actual, yeah, go and get the things that need. Go and get oil if I'm going to think about that stuff. Okay, let's put some more turrets here because we're still kind of worried about this, especially as we have more belts here now, which we probably don't want to lose. Do you guys have ammo? Yeah, you got ammo. It's fine. Okay. We don't have. Let's also go and just quickly check whether or not there are close spaces here, because we've not. Like, we've got the radars down, but we've not actually looked whether or not there are super close bases that are just spawning a ton of biters. Is that one worth pushing? Maybe. How long are we here for? Maybe we're here for another 2 nights and it's worth taking these guys out? Maybe. Who knows? I guess that does mean that I'm planning on staying another evening, I guess. I mean, yeah, we're still only 15 minutes in. Like, this is the point where I would usually be thinking about packing some things up, but we've got another 10 minutes, and I hope it's kind of okay. Okay. Yeah, I also wanted. Yeah, if we're going to do. Yeah, don't do that. If we're going to do this oil plan, then I may as well also get. Yeah, I guess we need to keep doing this kind of garbage. Yeah, then I may as well also get... What do I need for pump jacks? Gears? Gears I should have over here. But I can't actually have that many. We can have 2 of those. Okay, fine. I've still got gears. I need more pipe, for which I need metal, which I should have downstairs. Oh, this guy's... Yeah, grumble, grumble. Okay. A bunch of those. And then, oh yeah, I was getting this so that you could make these for me. Oh well. Okay, because the thing I wanted to do, which is actually going to fix the inventory problem here. What else do we want? Didn't I see this warp reactor gave us the option for more running speed? Yes, and it goes through plastics, which is the next place we would be going with red and green science anyway. So let's walk towards the modular armor and the plastics and useful stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, actually, that's a good screen to talk about the next thing. I did notice that a lot of these techs also use military science, and that there's a lot of military science in the extra things of like floor space stuff, and I guess even extra bullet damage and things like that, in addition to the normal bullet damage. So I reckon one of the things we're just going to hack together kind of nastily is a kind of military science build that we're just going to do the normal kind of hack with, but kind of twice. So if this is red ammo, then I do actually have enough of these, which is nice. Yeah, we can just do this kind of thing. We can have 2 boxes here. That's why I have all of the... Yeah, this is why I have all of the copper with me. And then these guys also may as well have a ton of wall each and a ton of grenade each, which is why we're still also pretty happy to be doing patch grenade things. And then, yeah, we'll plug all... is that an attack? Am I 16 minutes? I think this is an attack that I should probably be helping with. I don't know that my base survives this if I don't help with this, but yeah, now we've got some kind of military science. Let's also here. I need fast inserters as well. Cool. Okay, so things we can deal with later, because we can also have, yeah, we can now have boxes of, yeah, most of this wall. And then let's go and get patch grenades again. Let's attend to that beeping, because that is a bit of an issue. And it's over here, and yeah, these are decent attacks. This is, in fact, a day that I should be helping to defend waves with grenades, but it's fine because things are still running mostly, I guess. I can just dump these things in here. I can put any combination of stuff that I like in here, as long as it's not stone. And then did I want cogs? I don't remember what I wanted cogs for. And yeah, things that I'm not super happy about this buffer pattern are, like, so we're buffering copper, which is nice. We get a lot of chests for copper, which will support the red science. We prioritize into the gears for the red science, but we're making way more gears than we need for the red science, and I think I want to get this belt out and do mole and green chip stuff with this belt. But also, these other quite cursed buffer chests only buffer iron for these cogs, so I don't know what I actually use this, like, having gone to all the effort of belt weaving all this iron, I don't know what I use this iron for, and maybe I only need to belt weave it to here, and maybe I just get cogs out of that. But also, this is a continued disaster of, hey, we have to hand feed this stuff. But also, oh yeah, because that's not the right belt for that, is it? That's not the right belt at all. This belt wants to go over here. That is extremely silly, and it's going to be slightly annoying. And yeah, I probably had better things to be doing than this. Oh well, this all just wants to, yeah, just get rid of that. Because these want to be... Don't throw the grenade, we need to put the grenade in the science. Yeah, like, more like that, yeah. And then this one is walls, so you can have all of, not the injured walls, because that will cause a couple of problems, and then a couple of these, and we are still going, and you guys have still got a lot of grenades. Okay. Question is, let's use, I mean, this one, probably we're going to drain this first. Okay, so that's not a whole lot of military science, so I don't think we can move on to the bullet damage yet. Because if we can get this bullet damage going, then we might be able to... Oh wait, this is the time where I should be packing things up. I do want engines. I still want a lot of engines. I know also I should be doing offshore pump stuff if we were going to try and make that work. So let's get... Yeah, let's get a bunch of that stuff going. We'll do these guys last. Do I need more of those? Yeah, and all those guys are out of ammo. That's a bit of a shame. All these guys are kind of full. All these guys are out of fuel, and I think that just means we... Okay, just ammo all of that, because we will use that as an inventory kind of cache to make sure we can pick all of these things up, which is important. Yeah, I think I pick some stuff up now. That's not going to be enough, is it? But I also don't want to cancel... Oh, can I cancel all of this? I might have the stacks to now. Yeah, because we kind of... Can I make this... Because the thing I'm thinking about is... Okay, we need more pipes as well, and then you guys also definitely need bullets. And then I had stuff that you guys don't really need. You guys are just getting on with things, which is cool. And then you guys also need to be, yeah, doing this kind of stuff. So I guess we also take some of this copper and go back to... I mean, do I actually need... I probably don't need this hand-feeding garbage at all. What do you need? You need cogs and also iron. The harvester wing doesn't actually have outputs yet. That's still a thing. It's a bit of a shame, but we can have more of that. We can have... Yeah, now I can not cancel that because I'm carrying too much of it. But if you have some of these and you also get some of these, and then I've got coal... What do I do with coal from here? Okay, coal can go in one of these boxes, fine, because now I can, yeah, cancel that and not destroy everything. Can I get... Yeah, so I've got pumps now, so I can... Can I do a thing where I do, like... If I do one of these here and one of these here, can I do a pump thing? Okay, if I had pumps. And then, yeah, oh, that's, yeah, I needed some of this back because I've got to go deal with these guys. Did I? Yeah, because I don't think that... Why are we stopped here? Do we just have all of the stuff? Okay, no, we've got some guys... Oh, our buffers are full. I think that's actually a situation I'm kind of okay with. Do we... Where are my grenades? There are my grenades. Yeah, because the thing I'm concerned about is these are all still small biters. And I don't really know when the medium biters are turning up, or what the armored medium biters are like, or whether I can handle them at the volumes they're turning up at all. So that's an ongoing concern. How much defense did I put over? Yeah, let's also just get all of this stuff so we can keep running things. I mean, I feel kind of bad about the Harvester Wing not having outputs, but also the Harvester Wing... I guess we do this on foot because we want to get up here. Yeah, the Harvester Wing, I think there's an extension that we can have. Oh yeah, these guys, we definitely need to be over here. This is so many dudes. I need to be defending tonight, and then we definitely need so many dudes. Do I even try to defend this near the gun turrets so that I've got more fire support? Because this is just so many dudes. Reasons why I don't want to be trying to do this with mediums. What are you guys are shooting over there? All of this action is still coming this way, which is good. Okay, and we wanted to go into medium armor, yeah, modular armor, because there was some more leg speed bonuses we wanted. All of these guys are still rolling in. Yeah, this is such a mess. Actually, because I want to kind of pack up everything at this point anyway, and if these guys are mostly done... Yeah, if these guys are all idle... Are they all idle? Okay, yep. It's not a power grid thing. All of these things are going to be good to pick up now, because we've kind of got... Like, we've got all buffers inside the base as well. And these guys wanted to stay. Yeah, we've got all buffers inside the base. I should empty these things out. I should empty these things out. Because also any coal that goes down here goes onto the boiler floor. So emptying all of that stuff out is also pretty good. We want more of these. We don't need cogs here anymore. Do this ugly hand transfer thing. Give me all of these. Give me... Why don't I have... Oh, because... Yeah, because we kind of need to manually fuel all of these things. So I kind of... Oh, and we also need to give you all of that stuff. And then also some of these things. Yeah, this is still a plan that I'm not super happy with. I mean, I'm kind of okay with... ammo? Do I just ammo all of this? Okay, I'm already ammoing all of that. Oh no, it was for these guys, yeah. Not that, this. I'm kind of okay with these buffers doing a thing. They're kind of okay with that. I'm happy with all of that stuff banking up. Under the assumption that I can get other... Like, I need to be able to get the iron from the harvester in here somewhere. And then I think that's the next thing we're going to work on, except the thing we're actually going to work on is tearing everything else down because we need to leave, because last night was already kind of spicy and I don't really want to be here much longer than that. Oh, that's not quite true. The thing we're going to do first is see if we can... Because the thing I'm wondering about is, do these pump at 2,400? Amazing. Because that means that... Can I have... Because I was wondering if we've lined this up in a way that... There's not a big gap here. Modular armor into movement speed. Oh, and I was also going to set up I wanted tanks around here in the same way to be able to put the teleporter somewhere and then get pump tracks, but I don't even think I need this. Yeah, let's YOLO this, because I don't know if this will work at all, but if I have... If it is the case that these offshore pumps will stay with the platform when we warp, then we will now get... Yeah, we've got vastly more water than we need, so we don't even need to worry about a big buffer here because we've got a reliable supply, which is pretty fantastic. Okay, and then we need to pick up everything that's not... Yeah, everything that's not on a platform, because these are the things that will not come with us. Do I have... Yeah, I have inventory space to pick up this stuff as well, which feels pretty bad because it was moving. But, oh well. Does that mean, can I just put these... Yeah, I can put these things in this box. Not the... Is it worth... Yeah, because the thing is, now I'm not looking at the auto warp timer. I've got to judge this versus the evening, and I don't know exactly how long I've got. These are full. These can have this. That's fine. I mean, do I just leave all the belt here? It's entirely possible that the thing I want to do is just leave the belt here and just build more belt, especially if I can process like a belt of material from the harvester, which needs to be larger anyway. Like I need to... Yeah, I've got space. I need to be able to output the harvester belt as well. But if I'm getting like... Are you out of ammo? No, I thought I saw it blinking. Okay, you guys have more stuff. Yeah, I thought if I can get decent amounts of material into these top sections. The bottom section is not set up yet, but never mind. Then yeah, then I didn't have anything. Yeah, I just had belt. Okay, I think we call this now. We see how far we get with picking some of this stuff up, but we don't really care. We're kind of rich enough to be able to get all of this stuff anyway, and we're also kind of close, and I don't think I've forgotten anything important. Let's just check that we haven't... No, the only gun turrets on the map are the ones that are in the tower block turrets anyway. So I kind of need to be here to go with the warp. And that worked. And the pipes did not remain. The pumps did not remain. Okay, so we've lost some offshore pumps, but we've still got another 2 offshore pumps. We can bring the water in from the other direction. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go back to... No, we're going to keep with this plan until... That was going to be a little too good to be true. But yeah, so that's what this is looking like now. I need to reorganize this. Lots of things to reorganize, lots of things to hand feed. Do we have... Looks like we have all the materials we need here. But yeah, but this is kind of the new plan. We're going to have this thing over here. Oh yeah, we gotta continue to hand feed all this garbage. We're out of green science. Yeah, good job. Hand feed all this stuff. Figure out how to automate the rest of that. Move if there's stuff over here, and there is. Is there stuff over here? And there is. And yep. Oh yeah, we're making way more red science than we need at the moment. Never mind. Yeah, so these I don't actually need to connect more mining up here at the moment. I've got buffers in multiple places. I've got buffers of plates here. That's all fine. This will run as long as I can get things in. And yeah, lots more stuff to automate. Good times. Actually, I have to go back and yeah, definitely got to reconnect this water. Got to figure out how to do that as well. Oh well, yeah, lots of things. Into warp zone 16.